intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the College Football Playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Offense comes up second and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Passes the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Hand off to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
A big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Setting the back in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Gets made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running cut.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Gain makes it second and medium. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. A quick throw out left. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. It's back. Looking deep in the very first play. And it's called in. Catch made way downfield. The Hurricanes come to line looking to crank up the tempo.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Running through the tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early down. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
The quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle, but 1st down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
And the Canes have 1st and 10 here. Drops back, bringing pressure, gets the ball on Hasman's head, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. The shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James, and Frank Gore, and Willis McGahee, and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Quarterback, pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Well, they don't take the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. And this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Looking to throw. It's back. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. the second quarter. The break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. And someone moved just a bit too early. Cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down and goal. Looking to throw. It's back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Canes, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, blinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Hot pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. But, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Grant behind the line. It's Fields. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Quick cheat to get free. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Went after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First play of the drive now for the 25. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's back. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Every snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks loose at the 40. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They take some all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Behind the line, it's Fletcher. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They finally get him down, but a big play for 46.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking to pass, it's Beck. Pitch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. Chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Try to run it up the middle, but again, nothing.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Great job with the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Hurricanes, as they put 6 more on the board. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good, they still trail though. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keeper all the way. Makes an open space. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. From the shotgun, handoff inside. It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Didn't see anybody open. Just throws it away. That's not going to bring up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Down and 4, try to keep the drive going. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. 4th down, looking to throw for it. On the move now. On the run here. Let's it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Carr. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. 4th down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It drops back in the gun. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
A Pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Pass caught, can he get in? Run down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Third and goal. Moving to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Miami. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up one inch.
Comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And it's a direct snap. A stiff arm. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Second down, we're going to throw it. Gets made on the out route. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Yeah, they tried to surprise him here to start off this third quarter. Just didn't pan out. I think you got to respect them for trying, though. I like that call.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Then we get the second half started with the running play. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss in the play.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Picks up the first, looking for more. Touchdown, Canes. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Tailback with another carry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. But he's got some space here. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop it. And Miami offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To the air, it's back. Gave up on the play, but now he's going to bring out a third down.
Well, it's really hard to be accurate when you're falling back and not getting anything on the football. He threw that ball off his back foot.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games he just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. Cage will look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. A first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Some space. It's low. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Handoff here from the shotgun. Forced out and more. He's still on it. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. Notre Dame set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and the receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Tackle made after a return. The pick ends that threat.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Single back, takes the handoff. Try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Beck. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot back.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
And here's the handoff. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And he'll drop back here on third down. The pocket breaking down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He'll field the punt. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Drive here set up at the 30. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the run, it's Price. Like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Look to throw it here on second down. And this time it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incompletion makes it second down. Now offense with some pre-snap motion. We're going to pass here on second down. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind receiver.
The quarterback here, I think, makes a mistake. He's got the time and the space to put a little bit more air under the ball, but instead he rushed it with a bullet pass and it falls short. This is where poise separates the good quarterbacks from the great.
Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Looking downfield. It's Beck. It's an out route. The catch made. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Daniels. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead should...
Touchdown, Miami. Still no answer for the passing game. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Well, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. That touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. First play at the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
2nd down after that previous play. He's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. First play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's back. Looking to scramble. Deep shot, but he paid for it. And it's caught for a huge pickup. They're down inside the 30 now.
And they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Chewing clock with the running game. Finding space at the 20. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking deep downfield to the left. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. Touchdown, Haynes. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's low. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
He's set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. With completion to the tight end. It was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. He's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Now he's bringing it back. Out past the 30. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
They try the middle, but stuck for no gain. A quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package.
Touchdown, Hurricanes. This offense really clicking.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. team makes the recovery.
Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Back to throw. It's Speck. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The Canes come to the line in the hurry up. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is good. Onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Launches it deep down the left side. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. The pass ball is incomplete as time expires. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial